From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Brian Todd with today's Voice Briefing. It's Monday, November 3rd, 2025.
Voters from Detroit to Dearborn and from Royal Oak to Roseville will go to the polls on Tuesday to decide important matters, including who's going to lead their cities and how much they're going to pay in taxes. I'm ML Elric, on-guard government watchdog columnist at the Detroit Free Press, and the Free Press is looking at all the elections in the metro area that are going to happen on Tuesday. We'll tell you about which seats are open, who the candidates are, what the issues are, and whether or not there are school bond issues or millages that will affect how much you pay in taxes. Get complete coverage at freep.com. Thanks for subscribing. Without your support, we can't put the reporters on the streets who bring you this important news.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Keith Matheny. Michigan's 50-year-old bottle bill, providing a 10-cent deposit refund on certain beverage bottles and cans, is on the decline. Enacted by a voter referendum in November 1976, Michigan's bottle and can deposit program was once the nation's leader, its dime redemption the highest of any state. Michigan once boasted over 95% deposit redemptions, but that began to slump in recent years as a dime stopped being worth it for many. Then during the COVID-19 pandemic, Michigan was the only U.S. state to shut down bottle and can redemptions. The program hasn't recovered post-pandemic, and last year, the deposit redemption rate was only 70.4%, down over 18% since 2019. Researchers with the University of Michigan School of Environment and Sustainability recently engaged with stakeholders around the beverage container recycling industry. And their report shows that while there isn't consensus on what exactly to do, pretty much all agree that the state of Michigan should devote more unclaimed bottle and can deposit money into the recycling system itself. The number of retail beverages available have exploded since 1976. But only carbonated beverages have the deposit. That means people returning their bottles and cans have some accepted, some rejected. Many have just stopped bothering and put their containers out with curbside recycling. But that recycling stream doesn't have access to the deposit redemption money, despite the extra work. Ideas for improvements include expanding the number of beverage containers eligible for deposit, increasing the deposit amount, improving technology for redemption so you don't have to feed one can or bottle after another, and perhaps opening redemption centers outside of stores. But the retailers already struggling with space, staffing, and cleanliness with existing bottles and cans warn that anything expanding what they have to accept will be a problem that will require more than a little funding.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.